everyone, I'm Ashley Wilkins, and today I'm going to be discussing The 5 Levels of Leadership by John C. Maxwell. Here's a hard copy of the book right here if anybody's interested in adding this to their leadership collection at the end of my book review. So, John C. Maxwell has dedicated 30 years to the concept of leadership. He originally began his leadership embarkment through ministry. After leaving the ministry world, he turned his focus primarily to just leadership. He's the author of several books and conducts many leadership lectures, also serving as a #1 New York Times bestselling author. Over the years, he's become the #1 leadership authority and has received several awards for being noticed as a leader. It took him a total of 5 years alone just to develop the 5 levels of leadership. Some of the purposes of the book include defining leadership and what leading is. It provides a clear picture of leadership, aligns leadership practices, principles, and values, and it also includes taking the necessary steps to increase potential purposes. The target audience for this book includes those seeking leadership roles as well as those that are currently in leadership roles. Some of the strengths of the book include the discussion of each and every level of leadership and how to progress to the next level. Level 1, which is the lowest level you can be in leadership, is position. Level 2, permission, is next, followed by level 3, production, level 4, people development, and level 5, pinnacle, which is the highest level that you can reach when becoming a leader. In order for you to get engaged in this book, John C. Maxwell created a leadership assessment where he wants you to conduct an assessment to see where you fall as a leader currently, as well as how to get you to the steps to become the best leader possible. In the next few slides, I'm going to discuss each and every level in full or a little bit more detail. So, level 1 is position. When you're in the position level of leadership, you're at the lowest level of leadership. You're usually a boss, not a leader, which is key to this level. Anyone can be appointed to a position. There are both positive aspects as well as negative aspects in being a positional leader. There are 3 important questions to assist in the growth in position. They include, who am I? What are my values? What leadership practice do I put into place? Position has the most negative aspects when discussed in this book. Leaders in this role must learn how to deal with their position in order to move into level 2 of leadership. Level 2 is actually the first level of leadership. The focus goes from me to we, which includes you being a leader and those followers being important to you. You need to learn how to communicate. You need to learn how to value each and every person under you. And you also need to learn how to trust. Trust is the #1 factor with this level. Level 3 is production. At this point, you know you're a leader. But now you need to be able to credit yourself. You have to give credibility to the leader. You become a problem solver. You learn models and set standards. You create the momentum. You have a focus on the vision at this point. Level 4 is people development. During people development, people invest in themselves to become good leaders. You invest time, you invest money. So taking out the time to go see a John C. Maxwell lecture at this point will be key to developing at this level. You also invest in those that you are leading. When you see potential in others to become great leaders, you begin to invest time in them as well. You have the ability to develop others. So not only are you working on yourself, but you're working on others and you're pushing others to become better leaders as well. At level 5, that's the highest of all levels, pinnacle. You stand out from others. You create a level 5 organization. You create a legacy. You continue being a learner and you mentor. At this stage, mentoring is very important. At all levels of leadership, mentoring is important, but level 4 and 5 particularly, mentoring is important. You need to assist in making sure you have other leaders that are at level 4 and 5 along with you. Some of the strengths of this book include the discussion of all 5 levels in depth. You get a great detail of the levels and how to also grow from one level to the next level. The one thing I didn't like is that as much as we discussed leadership styles, he really didn't discuss much on leadership styles. I don't know if it's just his style or not, though. It also is somewhat repetitive in some instances where it talks about things from the previous chapter and the next chapter a lot. And it's a lot of information to take in. You need to just kind of focus on one section of the book at a time. Some of the objectives include inspiring and building leadership influence and understanding all levels. But at the time, I would just focus on, if I'm a level 1, focusing on level 1. I definitely would recommend this book to anybody embarking on the leadership role or world. It is very good and it helps you grow as a leader, which is why I really enjoyed this book. Thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye.